to another problem. Because already, both parties have committed a crime. Because I know very well that our federal government, they have programs and they have measures against this business. So if you are here, it means you are here already. So what we do is, when you come, when there's a problem, when there's issue, we settle this issue between people. But the community will not be in support of the business, because we are a legal entity and we try as much as possible to stay within the law of the land and the land that we are from. So we try as much as possible to work within the law. But when there are issues of our people, we resolve these issues. So if you can rephrase that your question of if it's not satisfied enough, you can rephrase it, and I'll shed more light on it.
Yes, sir. Actually, you said it that it's contrary, it's against the law of the land.
Yeah.
But several people are here that are doing this domestic chores, that they have a problem within their sponsor, the agents and madam, in which there is no cooperation, there is no cordial relationship within them any longer. Is there any way, so far they're already here, they've facing many things, most of the workers, they complaining about the maltreatment of the sponsor, and even the way the agents of the madam, you know, when the madam want to get somebody, they will have agents that will bring them to the madam. So the agent, there is no cooperation within the sponsor, the agents that gives the worker to the madam. So there are lots of maltreatments, and there is no satisfaction, and it's bringing commotion within themselves. So is there any way we can, the Nigerian community can solve this problem out?
Yes, like I said earlier, when there are issues, because problem differs, we can have one group of people having a level of 3 problems, another group of people have level of 7. So it is not measurable. So what you now do is, when the issue comes, we set up committees that looks into this issue critically and we resolve these problems, as long as they are Nigerians, they are here already. And that is major area where the community is working, which is the area of the welfare of Nigerians here. We are not saying because you are involved in illegal business, you are here and you should just go no. But what we encourage people is to be card-carrying members of the association. If they are card-carrying member of the association, it means you are part of a legal body, and your case, if it involves legal steps, can be taken up legally. But generally, we care for all Nigerians. When there are issues, we solve the problems. But we are very careful in not getting involved in what will be contrary to the legality of the association.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. There is one more I wanted to share with the people. They lay one emphasis on maybe payments. There is a special payment for that the madam pays for the workers. Those are doing domestic chores. So they want the questioning us about is it the Nigeria? They know that as there is a president of Nigeria community in Egypt, and they were now questioning, tackling. Like, is there any cooperation within Nigeria community and some other community, maybe Ethiopia, Philippines, foreigners in Egypt? There are several communities in Egypt. So they wonder that is there any specific, is it the Nigeria community that ordered the sponsor or the madam to pay a specific amount for the workers, those that are doing domestic chores in Egypt?
Well, like I said earlier, from my answers, you understand that I have made it clear that the community is exonerated from the business because it is illegal business. But But when people have issues, we deal with the issues. But in the area of the cooperation with other communities, among the foreigners here, we are lucky. The community, Nigerian community is lucky to be among the legally registered associations here. Some other countries are not legally registered, but it doesn't mean we don't work with them. When we have cultural or maybe workshop, we invite everybody and they invite us, we work together as individuals and as groups and as people. We work with everybody. We work with all the communities in Egypt because this is a way of making it global.
Okay.
But the question about is the community not doing anything about the payment. We, the community, cannot get involved because it's a personal business between you and the madam. But when there are issues, we step in to rescue our people. But we are not involved in their financial commitment.
Okay. Emphasizing more on what she just said.
Okay.
She's talking basically about the domestic work
Okay.
and the human trafficking. The process is human trafficking.
Okay.
And what they come here to do is basically domestic work. So it's a well-known fact that some countries are known that they come to Egypt for purposes like that, to do domestic work. And in their embassies, there is a set-up body, a set-up diplomatic body that attends to the welfare of this group of people. I want to know what Nigeria, the embassy, and the Nigerian community in Egypt is doing about this, because I haven't seen that around.
Okay.
I haven't seen that, so.
Well, it means if you say you haven't seen that around, it means you've not been conversant with the activities of the community.
Okay.
Having said that, we are not officially involved with the business does not mean that we don't care for our Nigerians.
Okay.
I can tell you, personally, I have dealt and settled issues over 500 cases, personally. And so also my colleagues too, the other executive members. And we have committee within the community that sees to Nigerian issues here. So irrespective of legality of the business or illegality of the business, as long as you are Nigerians, we treat your issue.
Okay.
And also, a plus is when you are a member of the association.
Yeah, this is where I wanted to go back on. So if you're not a member, probably for some reasons you're not able to get registered, and you get yourself involved in issues, problems, what can the Nigerian community do about this? So because I'm trying to understand now that if the person is not a registered member, and because the person got themselves involved in something illegal, which the person has an understanding of this, the Nigerian community doesn't have anything to do with the person.
No, I have not said that.
Okay.
From my answers earlier, I said, even just now, I said, legally or illegally, if you are involved in any business, it is not our business when you have issues.
Okay.
Like for instance, this morning, before this interview, I got a call of a Nigerian who at work fell in the bedroom, and the sponsor, or the friend to the sponsor, called me. She's a member. She called me and she gave me and I asked for the madam's number. Already the girl has been taken to the hospital. The madam, she wanted to go and pick her from Alexandria, another state. So when she called the madam said they've taken her to the hospital and she's been taken care of, that she wouldn't want to allow this other Nigerian to take her today for the fact that this girl that fell, who was unconscious for a while, have been working with her. And just letting her go will mean she doesn't have the feelings of human feelings for her. So she wants to take care of her. Then the set date for her to come home. She must have been very okay, and she will ask her to come. She wanted to take care of her before she comes, which was good. And I called her up. I spoke with the girl because she got better, and I spoke with the madam. She was very happy that we have a body like this who cares for Nigerians, and the particular day I have not seen her before. The first time I spoke with her was on phone about her issue that she's supposed to come home on 30th of this month. Then we'll see and we'll call the people that are involved, we'll discuss the issue and settle the matter. But I got this call this morning. She is not a member, and we stepped in immediately. So it doesn't mean that because you're not a member, we will not attend to you.
Yes.
Most especially as a case of emergencies. Recently, the last meeting we held with the embassy, we are discussing with them now that in cases of death, we want the government back home to help us take the corpse back home, not to be burying them here, which we are working on. And the ambassador has taken it up, the embassy has taken it up, and so many other issues we discussed. So there are issues of generality. We take it up, we execute it, and everybody gains that, everybody enjoys that. But there are some issues of, there are better advantages for members, because, for instance now, some issues are going on, and we have an agreement with the embassy that before you get ETC from the embassy, you must get a recommendation letter from the community. Now, how do you recommend somebody you don't know? Then how do you know the person? You register with the community. It's a token amount. Then we get your data, get your information. Then you must have a guarantor. This is how we know you. In case, no, not emergency, if that person had committed a crime and left, this is to redeem and to rebrand the name also. If the person had committed a crime, the guarantor will have to bear the consequences. So now, having known this at the back of our mind will reduce our crime rate, and it will make us more responsible. So you see now, to get this letter, if you're a member, just pay that token amount, you take the letter. But if you're not a member, you'll pay and register. That is not an emergency. It's a service, and we'll take it up. So, irrespective of membership or no membership, we still work with Nigerians.
Your Excellency, sir.
Yes.
How can Nigerian community help out for both female and male in getting work without language or barriers and stuff? Because most of our males, they find it difficult in getting a job in Egypt. How can Nigerian community help to solve the problem of work aspect, getting a work in Egypt?
Thank you very much. Earlier you asked a question, and I said, if you had asked why are people coming to Egypt? So let me help you there. I will ask that question.
Okay, why, sir? Okay, why, sir?
So I think that should be the basic question that propel people coming here.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, why do people come here? The first thing is, there are some Nigerians or some people believe if they don't travel out of the country, they can't make it.
Yes.
There are some people that are deceived into coming. There are some people that feels because of the country is not conducive for them, they leave. Some time ago, I have reached out to the government back home in Nigeria that there should be measures on how to empower Nigerian youths back home. Yeah. If Nigerian youths are empowered, if you're educated, you get a job. If you're not educated, you must have a skill or a trade. If there are programs that helps people in that aspect, For instance,